Sun's Daniel McFarland is live from Sabino Canyon with more on what dangers hikers face and what can be done to stay safe during severe weather like that. And Daniel, just as we talk about this, we know you've been following a rescue of a hiker this afternoon. Any update on that?
Well, thankfully, Sean, that has been completed, and I only have good news to say. She was found very quickly. She was given IVs and fluids, and she was able to walk back with that rescue crew back to be able to be taken care of by the medical team there. So that has wrapped up, and that's all good. But there are other things you need to keep in mind that the Sheriff's Department was telling me if you do plan on hiking during these months.
Be sure to let somebody know your plan. Let them know when you expect to return. So that way, when it gets close to that time, if they have not heard from you, they can notify the authorities, and we can start trying to figure out if this is going to turn into a search.
Overall, the Sheriff's Department does discourage hiking in general during summer due to heat. When it's humid, it could also make it more difficult on hikers out there.
So generally we're used to that dry heat, and everybody recognizes that, but then we throw something else into the mix that we're not used to, which is the humidity, and so it just is going to amplify the effects that the weather is having on your body while you're outdoors.
Humidity causes the air to feel warmer than it is when it's dry, and that's called a feels-like temperature or a heat index. Yesterday, we saw increased humidity in the first part of the day, which means you should avoid hiking altogether or get up very early if you want to head out.
Humidity does make it a little harder. You probably should bring more water. Like, you'll sweat a little bit more and everything.
Another thing to remember is that when you are hiking and you're halfway done with your water, it's time to turn back. And if there's multiple trailheads, make sure to leave markers to find your way back to your car.
Don't think that because there's been rain and because it might look like cooler when you check the weather app, don't think it's gonna be like that because, from Tucson, it's always hot.
Now, the search and rescue team did tell me they're not completely discouraging hiking here, but if you are going to get out, wake up at 5 or 5:30, spend just a little bit of time outside and make sure to stay on those trails.